Play Vincent Cameron round 1. Wow, okay. 10-0 no increment. I do need to remember that. What do I want to do against Vincent? Like, Vincent is very strong. Like, the question is, do I want to be solid in game 1 or not? I think I'm not going to be solid. I'm gonna go for I'm gonna play a little bit on the edge in this first game and not be solid. I'm not gonna be solid. I'm gonna play very much on the edge. Let me minimize the chat. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna be very on the edge in this first game. I mean, normally I don't play like this, but I feel like in a 10-0 game, you kind of have to be willing to take some risks. So yeah, he plays e4. I mean, the danger is he is trained by Peter Savitler, or not Peter Savitler, sorry, Peter Lecco. So because he is trained by Peter Lecco, he generally is going to have very solid openings. Now, I played this against Fabiano Caruana in I think in our blitz match before the candidates in 2016. This is not very standard, by the way. This is actually objectively, I think, very bad for black, but I'm banking on the fact that I think I don't think Vincent's very familiar with the structure, and so I'm kind of banking on him going a little bit crazy, potentially trying to play like f4, f5 or something, and plays h4. Now, that is an odd move. That is definitely not the main move here. I'm sure of it. So, interesting choice. Now, I do have f5 here, which is a move. I think for a second. f5, f3, knight c6 is obviously playable. h4 is not the move. I do know that much. Thank you for whoever subbed. Actually, I gotta mute the notifications. How do I mute them? Hey, Bilko for the 10. I gotta mute them. How do I mute them? 1 second. Okay, let me mute it. Okay, there we go. All right. So f5 is a move. g6 is not a move. What are my moves? Knight c6 and f5 really look like the only two moves. So I'm gonna play f5. Again, as Grandmaster Benjamin would say, never push your f pawn. But I'm kind of cramped on space here, and the only other thing I have is to play d6, queen d7, and go long. But I'm kind of worried about a big queenside storm. So I'm going to play f5 and make this very weird. This is very weird, this position. Don't really know what's going on, honestly. I mean, he has f3, but then I can trade and maybe go knight c6. I can also just play d6, queen d7 there, maybe. Or go knight c6, knight b4 even. Trade knight c6 castles. Seems very weird. We'll see. This whole thing seems kind of weird. D6 was definitely I think D6 probably was the best move objectively, but we'll see. Very unclear. I suspect D6 was the right move, but I'm trying to remember how Vincent lost games in the Meltwater event, because I don't remember. He lost some games, but I just don't remember how he was losing those games. Now, he goes knight g3. See, I thought f3 had to be the right move, because knight g3, it makes sense, but the thing with knight g3, okay, well, obviously I take, is that I do have d5 and queen d7. I mean, I'm trying to think what's going, okay, d5, oh, let me think. Okay, so if I play d5, knight g5, queen d7, queen e2 castles, knight e6, rook e8 is fine. Queen e6, dc4, queen c4, very messy. I mean, h6 takes knight f7, very messy. Knight f5 is actually a move. Queen d7, rook d7. I mean, I can't really win there, but I shouldn't really be worse either. Huh. Queen e2 oh wait, no, castle z is knight f7. Knight f7, knight f5. d5, knight g5, queen d7, queen e2, castles, knight f7. Knight f5 takes, knight d4, queen d1 is just losing. d5 feels like the right move somehow, though. It really does. d5, knight g5, dc4, queen c4. Queen c4, queen d7. h6, knight e6, king f7, maybe? I'm thinking about d5 here, queen e2, h6, knight e6, king d7, maybe? King f7? Knight f4, knight f5, I mean... Also go bishop c8 there. dc4 knight e6 knight e6 can have knight f4. That's probably bad. Probably bad. I'm also moving too slowly. I just realized I have to speed up somehow. I have to speed up. 5d e5 d4 e6 knight e4 castle. I mean, very wild. Again, very risky opening choice maybe in this first game, so we'll see. Knight f7, knight h8, knight f5. You know what? I think I have to go for it. I think I just have to go for it. I'm down too much time, and I could just end up much worse, if not outright lost, if I don't do it. Just trying to think about this position. d4. Very messy. Trying to think about this. I don't know if this is good, but I feel like I'm down so much time here. I kind of have to go for broke already. Probably a mistake to play like this in the first game too. Actually, was black pieces, but whatever. That's just life. Knight f5, knight e6, king f7 looks kind of okay. Queen e6, I just take. cd5, I have rook e8 or bishop d5 takes 6 knight c7 queen g2 bishop b4 queen g2. Yeah, I'm actually looking at a line right now in my head. I'm trying to figure out if this works. Queen c6 knight a8 rook e8 rook e8 queen h5 king g. I mean, this is very sharp. Trying to think this through. Knight f5 knight e6 king f7 d5 bishop b4 maybe. b4 castles bishop c3 queen d5 knight g5 king g8. That looks okay, kind of. There's no other move that makes sense after king at knight g5 king g8 should be fine. Knight f8 rook f8 should be fine. cd5 is a critical line, and then I play bishop d5 knight d5 queen d5 knight c7 knight c7 queen c6 knight a8 knight d4. Yeah, very, very sharp. I'm actually not sure what's going on here. Queen g2, queen c4, king 7, queen e6, king d8 is fine. Goes rook f1. Oh, I did not expect that move, actually. Wait, I was looking at queen e2. After the game, I'm definitely going to take a look, because this is not what I expected at all. Okay, if I castle knight f7, I have knight g6 though, I think. Queen g3. I also have I have so many moves here, actually. It's very this is a tricky move by Vincent, because it's not the best move, and it's not a move I was expecting. dc4 queen e2 castles. I mean, I guess queen c4 knight d5. This looks right. Okay, go here. I don't understand what Vincent has done, actually. Because I feel like if I get castled or I get h6, and I should just be fine here. Not like this is terrible for white or anything, but I feel like after bishop e7 castles, I mean, maybe he can just trade. I'll pre-move because he's not going to trade, but it's still a safe pre-move. I'm actually very perplexed. Okay, now I have h6 here to kick the knight. I can also just go like bishop d6, which looks fine too. This doesn't look right though. This really doesn't look right somehow. Maybe I just take and this actually looks very wrong. Wait a second. b6, bishop g2, knight e6. Knight e6. I don't have a good continuation though. I take and go. No. Okay. h6, knight f3, bishop d6 looks. I mean, it's not what I want to play. That's for sure. Definitely not what I want to play, but at the same time, it's actually bad because I can also go bishop d6 right away, maybe. Oh, then he castles, he gets rook e1. So I can't. So I either play h6 or knight c3. Only two candidate moves I have. So knight c3, bc3, bishop g2, knight e6, bishop h1, knight c7, king d8, d5, rook c8, knight e6, king e8. That should be good. Let me take. I'm going to use 30 seconds to do one more calculation of it. Bishop g2, knight e6, bishop h1, castles. Castles is a problem, so it's no good. So I think I have to just I just have to be safe with h6. Can't gamble here. Oh, of course, after the game I'll show you guys everything. Okay, go here, stabilize it. He has 95 here. I mean, I guess if he trades everything down, it's probably just a draw, but we'll see. If he goes 95 and takes with the bishop, probably it's just a draw, but still pretty exciting game. I can't really complain. Okay, does it? Yeah. The question is, do I castle and give him the draw? Although I do have rook c8 there, maybe. Rook c8. Take, rook c8. I think I'm going to try to play on. This is kind of a little bit questionable, but I'm going to try to play on with rook c8 and castles. Castles, knight d5, bishop d5, queen c7 leads to an opposite color rooks and bishop endgame. Should be a draw. So that's why I'm going to go rook c8 here. Time is even, so I think I'm okay. Question is he really going to castle queenside here? See, he still can, because he also has like ideas like rook h3, g3, which is why I'm not sure whether I should just take the draw with castles. But we'll see. Again, if he castles this way, though, I always have c5 too, so it's or trade. It's a very weird position for both players. Hard to judge. Very, very hard to judge what's going on. He does play it. I kind of expected that. Question is, do I trade knights yet or not? My instinct is no. I'm just going to castle and go rook f7. I mean, I'm up on time. He's got 3 minutes. He's got a great bishop, though. That's the one danger. He's got a great bishop. So the thing is, now what I have to do is I have to reroute. I have a5 maybe, but I think knight e7 looks like a good move to go knight f5 and hit the rook. If h5, I go knight f5, rook g6, knight h4, and I win the game because of the diagonal on the fork. But again, 3 minutes, time is ticking. It should be easier for me to play at the very least. Just thinking for a long time here. I also maybe have knight c6 to trade off the bishop potentially. Okay, he goes h5. Knight c6 actually kind of looks like a pretty good move here, but rook f8 is not a move. Queen c6 is probably not good. Knight f5, rook g4, and then I have to find a move because this bishop is really a thorn in my side here. Knight c6 is probably completely fine too. My instinct is to play knight c6. That's my instinct. It's my instinct. Do I trust my instinct? Rook g6, rook g. I think I trust my instinct. If rook g6, I go rook e8. I mean, it's still very, very sharp. Although I can take and go queen e7, queen h4 maybe. Maybe I can take and go here and queen h4. Although actually if he plays rook e6, the queen guards. Like rook g6 takes, queen here takes, but I still have queen g5. Queen g5, rook d7. d7, rook g6. Bishop d5. Yeah, he does it. Queen g5, rook d7 though is very annoying. Well, I do have queen h5 or something. No, queen f5. Still goes f3. Queen c1, rook d1, queen b2. Ugh. I think I'm gonna be safe here. I'm gonna go rook e8. I don't know if it's the right move, but I figure it's better to be safe here than sorry. Again, a draw is like okay, completely fine. So I feel like I should just be safe here, and then what happens happens. But he does have knight e4, which of course I also forgot was a move. Very poor by me, but I do have queen d5 maybe. Then he has rook g7. Okay. I kind of have to move though, so I'm gonna go here. I don't know. I might lose this game because I just missed knight e4 completely as a concept. But if I can trade and go bishop d5 or even just take the knight, I should be completely fine. If I can even take the bishop and go queen e7, I'm also completely fine. Thing is, time is getting really iffy for both of us. It's basically move by move. Whoever's up like 40 seconds at the end of the complications probably is going to win if it's still a balanced position. Let's see. I also have queen d5 just to flatten the board in a second, which is very useful. Like rook d3, queen d5 just flattens the board. And it's a very tough position to play for white and black. Basically move by move. Whoever's move it is, it becomes harder, very tough to play. But Vincent is getting low on time now, really low. And there's no increment, which I'm not sure if Vincent realizes that. It's just straight 10-0. So, I mean, very tough. Yeah, I think Vincent might not realize that there's no like 5 or 10 second increment here. Okay, but now I go here, and now he's in trouble. Because now this hangs also. Yeah, bishop g3, and he's going to lose the game now. There's just nothing he can do. h5 traps the rook to boot. Yeah, this is GG's. Or is it? Wait, he has this, but I just take. And now I mean, it's just a disaster. Everything just collapses here. He's also only got 35 seconds, so I just take, and then I take with a pawn. And now I guard the knight. GG's. Easy. There we go. Big win. Tough game, but we got the dub. I will take a look in a second. Thank you so much to Bill Cott for the 10 gifted. Thank you so much to Bill Cott. Let's take a look at the game. I want to see what was going on here. Okay, let's go back here. First things first. Knight g5. Yeah, queen e2 was the right move. Like queen e2, and the lines that I looked at, the first one was castles, but then knight f7, knight f5 takes, knight d4, queen d1, and white's just winning. So they'll capture the bishop or the knight. I just don't have enough firepower. So that was line number 1. Line number 2 that I looked at was knight f5, and this was a line that I wasn't sure about, was this one. And I thought after takes I could maybe take. And after takes here, I thought maybe I could take. Oh my gosh. Oh. There's mate in 1. Oh my gosh. I only saw queen c4, and so I was calculating some line like this. Yeah, so this is just winning, so I can't actually do this. So then I did see bishop b4 here, but I wasn't convinced. And yeah, computer says queen d3 and white's still better. Okay, so this is one. This is actually kind of interesting. Bishop b4. I guess queen e3 and knight g5, knight e4. Computer says this is winning. Kind of hard to find actually in a very fast rapid game. But he goes here, which I thought was a mistake, and it is a mistake. Yeah, I go here. Oh, and actually, I was actually supposed to take. Like I wasn't sure. I thought takes here, and I thought knight e6 takes and castles was dangerous. Queen c6. I didn't see queen c6, or I would have played this line. I didn't see this queen c6 move. And I'm still okay here, but it's pretty balanced again. Here. I supposed to play queen e7, not knight e7. I go here. It's always a little bit worse. It's always just a little bit worse for white, though, mostly. So it actually wasn't that bad by me. He misses one opportunity. After that, it was completely fine. Thank you to HR Stockholm for the prime. Thank you so much to HR Stockholm. Okay, so there still are some games going. Let's watch some games. Let's see what's happening. Or are there no games left? Let me refresh this. Maybe not. Not sure. All right, so we got to win in the first game. Very important, obviously, to get that first one under the belt. Yeah, I almost just blundered a mate in 1. I mean, probably if I get to that spot, I wouldn't have done it, but yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Anyway, we get the win. Round 2 should be starting pretty soon, I think, since that was a long game. Lev is also playing in this. Lev is playing. Levon Aronian. So, yeah. Kasparov is live on India today right now? Okay. Starting pretty soon. I don't know quite how soon, but we will be starting in a second. Again, sorry you guys that we're on a delay, but that's just how it is. We have no choice. We're required to run on a delay. That's just how it goes. Thank you to Lex0429 for the 20 months. Thanks so much to Lex. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, Fabiano, Wesley. I mean, everybody's playing this. Actually, look at the Americans. There are a bunch of Americans. Okay, we're playing the good old VD. I'm gonna get back to playing Knight F3, just standard nonsense. Again, VD, I'll have to play it a little bit different. Yeah, Levy's not playing. He's not top 100 in the world. It's only available for top 100. I know you're trying to bait me, but yeah, it's yeah, this tournament is top 100. That's it. All right, I should minimize everything again. Okay, it should be an emote. Why didn't mods put it in emote? Come on, mods. Okay, I'll do it myself. Yeah, let me minimize everything again. Gotta put an emote. Play okay, I'm gonna play D3 here. Let's go G3. Here, of course, pretty standard stuff so far. Let's look at 95. I'm gonna play the same 95, 97 stuff that I did against Pistol Peter. Just trade, go 92. Play E4 and go C4 too. I basically keep both of the pushes in the center available. Now E4 is the logical move here. But it leads to an endgame that I'm not so thrilled by. So I'm gonna play super slow with E3 and Queen E2 here. Just gonna go Queen E2 next with maybe Rook D1. His knight on D7 F6 isn't great actually, because if he tries to push on the queen side, the knight's very far away. Normally when you go B5, you want like a knight B6. You go Queen E2, of course. Probably just Rook D1 and knight F3. It seems pretty standard so far. Now again, I want to go E4 in one push, but the problem is if I go E4 in one push, he just trades and goes Rook D8. So that's why I need to prepare it first. So like Rook D1 and then E4 here. Again, trying to play against this bishop on H7, which is not great. It's not terrible either, but it's not great. I'll go E4, of course. The music down a touch. Still should be marginally better for white. Also, it's a little bit annoying because like in a 10-0 game, like Vidit's already down a minute on the clock, and he doesn't have obvious moves, whereas my moves are still somewhat free flowing. So that's a large part of when you play these sorts of systems. What you're aiming for is the free flow. All right, he goes B5, which is pretty committal. I guess he's assuming that he's I don't like B5. Doesn't feel like the right move here somehow, but I have to find a good continuation. It's not so simple as just playing a move now. I mean, I can play Rook A2 and try to stack. It doesn't look right. Bishop C3 doesn't look right. Takes doesn't really look right. C4 actually looks like a pretty reasonable move. But it's also very, very committal, and I kind of don't want to be that committal this early in the game. What are the other options, I guess? Really want to go knight F3, but I don't think I can. I don't want to go E5. C4 is so committal, but it might be a reasonable move. It's very, very committal though. Don't really like it. I think I'm just gonna play a quiet move. I'm just gonna play a quiet move here. I'm just gonna basically ask VD what he's doing. I still can always go knight F3 later, and I just create some Lufthansa for my king here. Maybe later on in the endgame, I push these pawns to play against the bishop. So it's just prophylaxis. I mean, he does have bishop b4, but I can always take f6 then and move the knight, so strange position. Also, knight d7 isn't really a great move because then there's probably some problem with the bishop on e7. Goes rook c8. Okay, now that's a move that I also don't really like by VD. It doesn't feel right somehow. Like, I guess he wants to go b4 if I provoke him. I mean, f4 is actually... f4 is an interesting move, but I think I'm just going to go here. I'm just going to keep asking him what he's doing. Eventually, I think I'm going to play f4 and e5, but he doesn't really want to loosen it. Like, b4 is very committal. Takes is probably not great. So it's a little bit tricky for black in terms of how you're supposed to play this here. Okay, we have a draw between Raunak and Dubov already in round 2. So we already have some draws. See what he's going to do. Also, I can maybe go rook a2 to guard and potentially prepare exchange maybe on b5. Oh, they don't always love that idea. See what's going to do. Oh, he does go b4, so he does go for the committal line. Very interesting choice. Okay, I guess I go here. Now, I'm definitely going to play c3 or c4. It's just a question of what he's doing. I mean, maybe c4 is better. It's a much more explosive move. Again, I don't love this, though, for black. I feel like he's misplayed this somehow. It doesn't feel quite right. Because he's creating this weakness on a5 after n peasant, and this bishop is always targeting the pawn. Like, it just doesn't look quite right to me somehow. I think VD's misplayed this just a touch. Because this is always weak. He closed the diagonal. Like, if the pawn was on c6 and the bishop had scope, it would be great. But the pawn on c5 and the bishop behind it, it doesn't look right to me. It just doesn't feel right somehow. I'm sure black is still okay, but it doesn't feel right. Because now this pawn is weak. Both bishops are bad. Both these black bishops are kind of bad. Bishops behind the pawn on c5, bishop on h7 isn't great. And d4 is a terrible move because then I just go back and I take the outpost. And if he trades, I take. And I mean, I think in an endgame, my bishop is always eyeing this pawn. Feels kind of wrong. I think VD's made a slight mistake. I don't know if it's like severe or not, but it feels wrong. Okay, I guess I'll go here. Because now I'm again trying to put the pressure on the juicer. I can move the knight and hit a5. I could have gone rook b1 too, maybe. But then rook b1, he had queen a6. That I think was his actual idea, to go queen a6. Now I go here. Again, I'm really trying to squeeze him on the clock now as well. I'm trying to squeeze him on all sides. Okay, queen a8 is a good move that I actually kind of forgot about. So I'll go back. Obviously trade. Okay, it's gonna go bishop queen here. Is queen takes a threat? It's not, because I have knight c4. So queen takes d3 is not a threat. Then I should have time for another move. But the question is, what is that move? Is it takes knight c4? I mean, maybe it's just, I don't know. Bishop a1 looks wrong. Knight f3 looks wrong. Do I have an improving move is the question. f4 is a move. Doesn't look right. Bishop e5 doesn't look right. There's got to be an improvement here somehow. What is my move? Knight b1, c4, bishop takes a5, rook e8, bc4, dc4. Maybe some edge, but not much, probably. dc4 and then b4, maybe b4. But knight b1, he also can go rook a8. That's the other problem. Knight a3, c4, knight b5, cd3, knight c7. Still looks like a reasonable move. We can trade and go c4. No, he trades and goes c4. That can't be right. How do I improve? I could take a draw. I mean, obviously a draw is a fine result here, but I don't want to take the draw. My instinct says I should have more. Just my instinct. I can play bishop f1 and f3 maybe. But I don't want to do that. I'm letting my time get too low now, so it's not easy. And a draw is a completely fine result, but I feel like there's more here. So if I feel like there's more in the position, I really kind of want to play on. But I don't see it. Okay, let's go for it. I'm gonna play f4. I'm gonna go for it. So it might be very risky, but I want to kind of maybe go f5 here and close the door. We'll see. Either it's a great choice or a horrible choice, because bishop f1 queen e8 we would have just made a threefold. Okay, I think actually maybe f4. He might have had d4 and some queen d3. He goes rook b8. Now my idea was to play something like f5, maybe bishop e5 too. f5 takes, ed5. f5 is so committal though. It's like too committal. And I'm running out of time again. f5 d4. Oh, I can also trade and take. Maybe I just realized maybe I can trade, but that can't be right. Okay, I really need to focus now. Oh, let's just go for it. This might be bad, but let's go for it. I'm getting low on time, and I don't want to make the draw. It's either a great move or a horrible move, but we'll see. It's one or the other. Also, my king shouldn't be on h2 here. It should be on like h1 or g1. My king's also on the wrong square. No, I think I'm a little bit too aggressive in this game. I think I should have taken the draw, just my instinct. We'll see. Oh, he takes. Wait, what? I thought d4 was just winning for him. Wait, so I take. Wait, this is kind of bizarre actually. Why did he do this? I mean, maybe it's still good for black, but I thought d4 and ef5 with bishop d6 was just winning for him. I mean, obviously I'll look after the game, but we'll see. Because now his bishop is trapped again, but now he's got a pawn in front of the bishop. If he can get f4, he's fine, but not a guarantee that he'll be able to get that. Well, I guess he can just play it next move after he guards the bishop or something, but still. Yeah, bishop f8, I kind of expect that. I thought I had bishop e5 maybe. Let's go here, hit the rook. Because if he goes rook e8, I'll sack my queen for the 2 towers. This doesn't look right though by VD. Okay, goes rook b4. Now again, I can probably play bishop c3 and make a draw. I do have bishop c7. No, okay, let's see. And if I take, he just takes. Knight c4 is. I mean, bishop c3, rook b8, and we do the dance again. It's a draw. What do I do? d6, bishop d6, bishop f6, and knight c4. Probably not enough. Go here, and it's probably just gonna be a draw. I guess he goes back, and I have to come up with a move here, which might not exist. Knight c4, knight d5, bishop a5, rook e8, queen f2, maybe. Wait, very sharp. But I've already been playing in the spirit of that way, so let's just go for it. I've already been playing in the spirit of not wanting to make a draw, so I might as well keep going with it. I'll take rook e8, queen f2. I mean, it's still very, very sharp. Go here. Knight e3, I just take and go back to c4. Knight's under attack. Goes knight b4. Logical. Hits the pawn on d3. I do have d4 maybe. I can also maybe go bishop c7. Actually, bishop c7 looks kind of nice, although maybe not. If I take rook b4, I think this is still good. I'm going to go here. I'm not really worried about these central pawns because I have an outside winger that goes up the board. Bishop is still locked behind the pawn wall. Okay, but now I think it's starting to get a little bit scary. Now I can go. Wait, do I go knight e5? Yeah, I think I go here because now I have a fork. Now I have bishop d5 and bishop f7 too. Like, this is getting very sharp suddenly. Maybe not suddenly. Actually, wait, takes I also have knight d7. Wait, this is getting very sharp. Yeah, Vida's thinking here because I think he realizes this is actually kind of scary now. But I have to think too on his time, so I have to come up with the right continuation. That's f4, which is very f4 bishop c4. I have bishop c4 there. I have bishop c4. Yeah, so he takes. Of course, I go here to hit the rook. And it's very sharp, so I guess I go here. And then I'm gonna take the pawn next move, of course. Now I take, and now I take. f4, I go bishop c4, I hit the queen, and then I have knight f7. I mean, I don't actually know if that's winning, but it's... Wait, but now I go here. He resigns. Knight f7. GG. Yeah, GG. Sheesh. All right, we got to win. 2 up, 2 down. And that's game over. That's just GG's on the spot. Insta win. Once again, there is no prize, by the way, for finishing first in the qualifier. The prizes are all in the final 8. So again, not really a big deal in terms of where you finish. You just have to finish in the top 8. That's it. Yeah, we're gonna win. He's gonna resign here. Good job. All right. Okay, VD's still thinking. I'm surprised he doesn't just resign. I mean, he just obviously blundered this. I just go knight check. Go here, threaten checkmate on e7 and e8. There's just nothing he can do. Checkmate. There we go. Quick win. All right, you guys, gonna take a short break. Go use the restroom before the next game. It's getting pretty tricky. So I'll be right back. Take a short break, and we'll keep rolling right along. All right, you guys are back. So I'm kind of curious if I had that right or not. Let me check out the lines. I suspect I was doing. Oh, this actually was not great. It was about equal here after bishop c3, so it wasn't as good as I initially thought it was. Okay, and so I should have taken the draw. Oh, f4 is. Oh, so I was actually right. He could have actually just gobbled. He didn't. He went here, but f5 was terrible too. Yeah, d4 is still winning. Yep. Yeah, d4 was very good for him. I had a feeling this wasn't right, but I didn't want to make a draw, so I played on. Rolling. Dude, I had d3 Sky for the 2 months. Thanks so much, d3 Sky. Winning not a huge deal. You get white in all the first games tomorrow. You get color selection in case of Armageddon, I guess. But yeah, I mean, you just want to make top 8. That's the main thing. d4 was just winning, yeah. But all right, I guess all the games are. No, they're not over. There still are some games. Click on games. I thought there were still some games. Let's see. Jocelyn is still playing. No, it's not. Actually, no. All the games are over. Never mind. So they're all over. So he should be starting in a second. Oh, yeah, queen f6 instead of bishop. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that was the thing, though, that I was saying, though. In my game, I only looked at f4 and bishop d6. And I knew once I got bishop c4, it was good. But, yeah. So, Fabiano, why the game doesn't show up for some reason. It just doesn't show up. I don't know. I can't observe. Why can't I can't observe it. I don't know why, but whatever. Yeah. It's all right. Thank you so much to D3 Sky for the 2 and Don't Be Silly for the 5 months. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Can I check queen f6 instead of bishop d6? Sure. Well, I don't even know how much time we have left, but okay, sure. So yeah, so you guys were asking me about bishop d6, right? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, what I calculated, as you guys heard from my thought process, was that I saw f4 was the move that I thought, because he frees the bishop. But again, I still have bishop c4 takes and king g1. And now I assume with knight f7, it's still winning. So that's all that I calculated, was that I had bishop c4. If he goes queen f6 here, I mean, I think I still go bishop c4, and probably is bishop g8 or bishop g6, which draw. I guess bishop g8 is the only one that safely draws. But still, even this position, it's a draw, but I have a knight, a free pass pawn running. And so it's still a little bit tricky. I know computer says f4, but with this outside pawn that basically is free to roam, and the knight that's protected by the pawn on d3, I still think it's easier to play for white. So yeah. All right, let's go back. Okay, let's see. Still a couple of games going. Okay, this game's over, I guess. Okay, this one. Okay, all the games are over, so round 3 is coming up, I think, momentarily. Yeah, round 3 is coming up momentarily. Let me minimize everything again. All right, so yeah, the mods will put it in. They'll put in emote only once it shows up on the delay versus when I see it. So it's all good. All right, let me minimize it anyway, and let's get ready. Round 3 coming up. Okay, so I get black against Mechanic. This is Serrano. Now again, I've been playing it very loose these first 2 games. I don't feel like it's necessarily time to tighten it up. So let's not tighten it up. Let's stay loose and aggressive here with some dubious openings. Okay, he does it too. We're gonna get the am I gonna get the same position I got against Vincent? Okay. We're headed. Okay, castles. I can still go 97 here because if he moves the bishop, I just take the pawn. So I just wait. I take. Okay, now the question is, do I play knight g6 or g6 here? Because both are playable. As I recall, I think g6 is supposed to be better than knight g6. f5 is also always an idea, but I know d6, d5, e5 is always unpleasant, so I'm gonna go knight g6 here. I'm gonna play this like we play in Bughouse. So those of you guys who played Bughouse before, normally you putting the knight on g6. Like I always played this e6 knight e7 knight g6 line. It's somewhat interesting. Now bishop g5 I actually really don't like by Serrano because white is still completely fine, but I feel like with less pieces on the board, this or not even I feel like, but based on the fundamentals, white has more space, so white's trading down pawns, trading off pieces here, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense when you have a big space advantage in the center of the board. Less pieces makes it easier to play for the side with less space. So I go d6, of course. Actually, d6 might have been a bad move. Actually, d6 might have been a legitimately poor move by me. Because now he does get some nasty knight f5 trick, maybe. How do I do this? Play rook c8. It's kind of a knight b5, maybe. Okay, let me see. Rook c8, f4, e5, knight f5. f4 c5 is still a move, though. f4 c5, knight e2. I mean, I always have knight e5 and back to d7, I guess. Down on the clock. That's not good either. I'm just gonna play it. If it goes f4, so be it. I want to go c5 here. Or no, I think c5 has to be the move. Seems reasonable, at least. Again, I don't know if playing these openings is right, to be quite honest, but I figure might as well have some fun, take some chances. So if f5, I guess I go knight e5, and I should be fine. Still have less space. He still some Roxy blind, but again, less space is not necessarily the end of the world here because there is play in the center of the board. I guess I'll pre-move it because it's a safe pre-move. He's not going to take, but I suppose he could. This might be a blunder the more I look at the position, but okay, he actually I'm kind of surprised that he did this. I guess he wants to just play a Moroxy structure. I mean, a6 looks fine to stop knight b5. I want to stack the 2 towers. Actually, I'm not so convinced that I'm really doing that badly. Okay, I'll stack the 2 towers. I mean, b5 is a move here, and it's actually a big question mark whether I can do it. My instinct says just go for it, just kind of like take a chance. But I have to make sure it works. So b5, knight d4, queen a7, king g2, rook c5, cb5, ab5, knight b5, queen a2, rook f2, rook c2, takes, rook d2. Maybe that's no good. So wait, so here, knight d4, queen a7, king g2, rook c5, takes, knight b5, rook a2, rook d2. Queen a2, rook ff2. I'm just down a pawn in that resulting endgame, I guess. Ugh. Oh, it's not the end. That's not the end of the world either, because at the end I have rook c1 and I have h5, h4. Tough decision here by me. I have to figure out which one I'm going to play. I can also just play like knight f8 and just play the position. I mean, I don't really know what the best approach is. I can also play e5 knight f8, but then f6 is bad. e5 knight b5 d5, that can't be right. a7, rook f2, rook c5, cb5 takes. I think I'm just gonna play. I'm gonna play the safe move, which is knight f8 and knight d7. I don't really like it, but I'm too low on time to gamble here. I mean, he can obviously go back like knight e2, rook c6, and it's just a draw. But I guess I just go back. Doesn't feel like the right. This time, it doesn't feel right to gamble, but I don't know. With black pieces here, slightly worse position. I mean, it doesn't feel, and we're also one round closer to qualifying. It doesn't feel right to play like this. Although I am kind of shocked that he goes e5 actually. And it's queen d6, but I thought I could play b5 here. I also have f6 to kick the knight. Wait, okay, let's think. I mean, f6 and b. The question is, do I play b5 or f6 first? b5, trade, rook d6. I also can just go knight g6 to try to make a draw, I suppose. b5, trade, rook d6. No, I think I have to go f6 first. Knight f3. Okay, now I think I just go b5 anyway. I mean, I'll pre-move it. Should be a draw with perfect play, but I'm still slightly worse in this position. I guess he can take maybe what I take. Okay, so I'll pre-move rook e7. It's a safe pre-move. Should not be any danger here. Instinctively, I mean, I feel like this is going to be a draw. Just my guess. Yeah, he'll trade. I'll take. And it goes rook d2. Logical move. I can play e5 here. I can also go b4 to fix the weakness. I mean, b4 seems like the safest move, because now what I do is I try to stack the two rooks on the a file, and it should just be a draw if I play this correctly. I think I'll go. Do I go? I guess I go here because I still want the rook on the open file. So I wait to go rook c8 until the right moment, or rook a8 until the right moment. Like rook e4, rook a8. I mean, it's just going to be a draw. Yeah, I go here. Takes. I take. I mean, okay. I think I'll just. Well, okay. Let's keep playing. And rook b2 is just a draw. I mean, all of this is just a draw. It's just a question of how I want to draw it. h5 is a move. King f7 is obviously. I mean, I don't know. Is he? I guess the question is he really going to try to play on here? That's the question. That's why I'm just going to play king g8 and just ask him. Yeah, he's not going to. So, yeah, I mean, there's just nothing I can do. All right, so we'll get a nice long break here, I think. Yeah, just a draw. I think, unless he wants to play, but knight d4 allows rook d2. Okay, he wants to play now. I actually probably should not have allowed this to happen, so I guess I'll go here. Because his king is very passive too. That's the thing. Like, both kings are kind of a little bit passive here. Oh, this might be marginally worse for me the more I look at this. The more I look at this position, the more I feel like it might be a touch worse. h6 makes sense here, actually. h6 and g5 to break it. Rook b4 also makes a lot of sense too. Actually, rook b2 maybe was not a very good move by me the more I think about this. Wait, this is actually maybe not as easy as I initially thought. 6 b6, knight g6, knight d4. I have to find some way to basically cut off the knight maneuver. I think this is an important move. Stop knight d4. I have knight g6 here. I also... Yeah, I think this is correct. Because now when he checks, I go up. And I just need to get e5 in. Once I get e5 and knight e5 in, he can never win this. I don't think. Although he does have f5. Which I kind of missed. e5... Knight f8. Wait, did I misplay this? I can always check him back too. I can also go king f8, I guess. King f8, e5, and knight. Yeah, this must be right. Yeah, this must be the right move because now I have knight e7, knight d5 as well. Then he goes king e3. I think I just check him, or I play e5 in one go, and then f5, knight e7. I'm fine. So as long as I get e5, then I draw easily. And king e3 also allows knight e7, knight d5 check to pick up the pawn on d5, so it doesn't work. I mean, I guess theoretically is maybe knight d4 here or something, but I should be okay. Yeah, this is just going to be a draw. There's just nothing he can do here. This king e3, I just go e5, and if he takes, I take. I also have knight e7, so it's all just a draw. All just a draw. Strange though, very strange game. I think maybe he was too tentative. Feels like he must have had something better here. Maybe e5. It's already probably kind of hard to prove. Felt like maybe he should have had something better, but anyway, keep rolling. But finding this e5 knight e7 maneuver very important because e5 f5 was maybe losing actually. So now that I always have e5 knight e7, point is white needs like one more move. If you get king e3 knight d4, he wins the game. But he's like one move too slow. Goes knight e1. Okay, logical idea here. Again though, what does this actually do in reality? He has knight d3 ideas. So I can also go rook b3. Wait a second. Now if I check him, king e3 knight e7 has to be fine, I think. Yeah. But if I check him and he goes back, I can obviously check. Check king e4. Knight e7 is a logical move here. Wait a second. Okay, wait a second. Knight e7, knight d3. So if I check king f3, I'm going to check him because I have knight e7. This is my whole idea. Okay, he goes king f3. Now I can also check him on. But then he goes king e2 or wait. Did I just blunder? E3 rook b5. No, I don't think I did. I think it's still completely fine. I have rook b3. Wait, I have rook b3. Rook b3, king e4, knight f5, maybe. Let's go rook b3. I found king e2, which is the only try. But let's try to play on here. Because now I have knight d5. I also have knight f5 as well. And his knight is boxed. He has no good squares for the knight. And now I have knight d5 also. I mean, I don't see why I should be losing here. I'm down on time, so I need to make sure he can't cheese me on the clock. But otherwise... In fact, if he plays like g4, I can even go knight c6 and start to play against the bad rook. Yeah, I found king d2, which is the only try. But I think I have knight f5 here. And now I go knight d6 to hit the rook. It's a good move, though, that he found. King d2, very, very good move. Although, again, this should just be a draw because I have knight d6. I mean, I have knight d6, knight e3. So many options here. Good thing his time is also evened out, so I'm not going to get flagged here. Question is which square. I mean, e7 must be the right square here. I mean, he can go rook h8, I suppose, but again, without a knight c5, he's not getting a pawn push, so this should be a pretty clean draw. He plays knight b4, trying to go knight c6, I guess. So I mean, I have king d7 here, and again, he just doesn't have a way to break through. That's the problem. There's just no way. Like, there's no pawn push, no knight maneuvers. I mean, e5 was actually maybe a simpler way to draw rather than king d7, because he still has rook g8, but I can go g6 and king e8, and it's still very simple draw. Even rook g8 knight f5 probably draws here. Probably I should have just played e5 though. That would have been simpler. He goes g4. I mean, now I go h5. Yeah, now it's just an easy draw. The only question is, can I try to win the game now? Let's try. I'm gonna go g5 and rook g5. I'm gonna try to win this game now, I think, because my king is so close to the pawn. He's getting low on time. I mean, like b7, I go king c7, and suddenly, or rook b5. Suddenly, this is not so simple for white, actually. Now, I get the g pawn, I win the game. I mean, not win the game, but it gets very hard for white to play. Rook a8. No, that actually probably stops any of my ideas. Yeah, now takes rook a7. Yeah, that just kind of kills any of my dreams and hopes. I can't win now. I mean, I guess I just go rook b5 and g4 takes b7. Nah, it's just... Yeah, rook a8's a great move by Serrana. Maybe not a great move. It's just a good move, but it kills any of my fake hopes. But okay, let's try anyway. I mean, I'm up on the clock, so how bad can it really be? Wait, what's that? Wait, whoa, what is king d3? Wait a second. Whoa, wait a second. Oh, he's got knight a6 still, and it's just a draw. No, wait. But I have king f7 and rook b7. No, wait a second. It's still game on. Wait a second. It's still game on. Here takes here. Yeah, but now I have rook b7 and I have rook b7. It's game on. It's game on. It's game on. It's 2v1. I thought he had knight e5, but I have rook f7, rook b7. And so there's no good fossil. It's game on again. Now it's definitely game on. Especially with 2v1 on the king side. Now I'm going to have winning chances for sure. King e2. Okay, now the question is, do I play rook b7 or not? This is the big question. My instinct is that, okay, what would Magnus do? I'm up 40 seconds on the clock. Would Magnus play knight c8 or not is the question. No, I think this is correct to trade. Okay. Or is this just not working altogether? Here, knight e8, I guess. Okay, let's go here. Okay, I'm up on the clock. Okay, now I just have to play. It's just a blitz game. It's a game of blitz. Although I found a way to misplay this one too. Obviously, I'm gonna try to flag him. This is 10-0. There's no increment. Wait, there's wait a second. Wait, there's f5, knight f4, king g5 or something. Wait, no, I go here in e4. Wait a second. Yes, and now we win. Yes. There we go. And now we get the dub. And now I take, and now it's just losing. f5, and I mean, f4 should be winning. I have e3. Oh, I've got. Whoa. Oh no, I have 59 seconds. Never mind. I got scared there for a second when I heard the clock ticking down. Jeez. Go here, and now I go f3. Because normally it ticks down, I think, when you have 20 seconds. Go here and e2. It's just GG's. Yes. Very good. Very good. Go here. I go here, and I push the pawn through, and we win the game. There we go. Very, very good. 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3. Oh, very good. Very, very good. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean he basically he kept going when he shouldn't have. That's all there is to it. He kept going when he should not have kept going. Yeah. All right, let's see how many games do we have. That might have been the last game because we both got pretty low on time. Still have a few games. No, I guess all the games are over, kind of. But yeah, very, very good. What would Magnus do? Yes, exactly. Yeah. No, it's a win. A win is a win, you guys. Wien is Wien. Wien is Wien. Yeah, that sound normally, because in Blitz, that sound comes up when you have 20 seconds. So suddenly I got panicked for half a second. Yeah. No, for half a second when I heard that, I'm like, ugh, I thought I had like 20 seconds left. It just like scares you. But yeah. But anyway, we got the win. You're gonna be DQ because chat was on. Chat was in emote mode. Very funny. Also, it has delay. There's delay, so yeah, 0 chance. Yeah. But anyway, we got the win. We're on 3 out of 3, which is very good. Of course, Fabiano, Wesley, Levon. I mean, oh, Levon lost. Wait, Levon lost to who? Who did Levon lose to? He lost to somebody. Okay, look, it's the classic, look, it's classic Americanos on top. Need a crazy man for the 6 months. Thank you so much, a crazy man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, crazy man. Okay, so we have 6 more rounds to go. Top 8 qualify. So again, the goal is basically just don't lose any games. You don't lose any games. Like even if I sprinkle in some draws, it should be fine. Already, you see, like there's how many people on 2.5? There are only 2 people on 2.5, so it's gonna be good. The best. What would Magnus do? He would make another draw with Nepo? No, I don't think so. Oh, Levon lost to Chess Warrior. Okay. Thank you to LRAD for the 7 months. I feel like there's less beef between you and Magnus now. Is that because you're a streamer first? I mean, I think everything changed. Okay, let me minimize everything, of course. Okay. What do I want to do against Wesley? I think I'm gonna actually play. I'm gonna play against Wesley. I kind of want to play because I figure I should qualify. I mean, we could make the Berlin draw, of course, but I kind of don't. I want to play. I think I'm gonna play today. I want to see what I want to make Wesley show something, basically. Where is Wesley? Okay, he is here. Okay, so all right, I guess I'm just gonna play standard. What he wants to do? Okay, he wants to play Queen's Gambit declined. Okay, I'm gonna play the classic old school line. Let's go here. Play a good old Lasker variation, maybe. Oh, he takes on c4. Interesting. So he wants to do a different line. Normally Wesley just castles against me here, and we make a draw. E4 is kind of a move, but I'm just gonna keep it very, very slow here with E3. He's gonna play C5 again. Very, very dry. Can trade the queens. Not very exciting. I mean, nothing in the Queen's Gambit decline is very exciting, to be honest. But yeah, nothing is very exciting, honestly. So okay, let's trade. Let's play an end game. Probably nothing special, but maybe I'll get something. Pretty unlikely, but maybe. Okay, we trade. He goes knight d7, which allows c6. Wait a sec. Whoa, wait a second. I also have knight b5. No, knight b5 he just castles, I guess. So knight b5 is not good. It feels a touch iffy somehow, but I don't know how to actually prove anything here. I guess I'll just go here and take. Oh, knight d2, knight c4 is maybe kind of interesting as well. Rook b8, I just go rook d2, of course. Not very exciting, you know, either way. Also, his knight b6, knight d5. There goes rook b8, so I guess I go here, guard the pawn. It plays knight d5, which is kind of interesting. I mean, I can obviously trade. I can also go, well, no, bishop g3 is rook b4, which would be, I think, unpleasant. So my instinct is that I should just trade, I guess. We'll go, I do have knight, wait, no, knight d4, he has knight e5. So, okay, let's just go knight e2. I don't know if this is the right move either. Maybe I should put the knight on d1 or b1, potentially, but we'll see. At any rate, very, very slow middle game. Not much happening. My instinct is that knight e2 is wrong, but just my gut instinct is after playing it, it feels slightly wrong. I'm not even sure why, but it just doesn't feel right. Yeah, he goes there. I'll go here. I mean, he can go c5, c4, but then I just castle and move the bishop back to c2. Again, this knight should probably not be on e2, just my instinct. Yeah, my instinct, yeah, this knight shouldn't be here because I need bishop e2. Yeah, now if I go, I guess I go b3 maybe. I guess I go, well, wait, okay, I should actually think for a second so that I don't get into trouble here. If I play a3, he trades. Bishop a6, very drawish. b3, rook d8, bishop b1, bishop a6. Yeah, this is just not very exciting. I do have a3 there. Okay, I think I'll just play b3. I also can maybe go bishop e4, but we'll see. I'm still very balanced here. So, okay, yeah, he goes rook d8, which I expected. And now I have to figure out, do I play bishop e4 or do I go bishop b1? Both are playable. Bishop b1 makes more sense because I have a3 later on. Yeah, I think this is the right one. Because I think I have a3 here. My idea is a3 and the knight d4 and knight e5 and try to really go after this pawn on c6. Maybe now the knight on e2 actually makes sense. Because now I have knight d4. Okay, it does it anyway. The question is, do I trade or not? This is also a big question. If I trade and play a3, trade a3, knight d5, knight e5. It should be 7, knight d3, knight d4, rook c8. Question is, do I go a3 first? A3. a3, knight d5, knight d4, rook c8, knight e5, bishop b7. Castle c5, knight b5 maybe. Yeah, looks pretty dry though. Yeah, I don't want to use too much time here actually, because yeah, that would be a bad thing. Okay, let's see. So if I play a3, knight d5, knight d4. No, that can't be right. Rook d8 looks like the right. Rook d8, a3. Knight d4. Oh man, knight d4, c5. But trade or play a3. That's the only question. My instinct is that a3 probably is the right move, though. My instinct. I'm gonna trust my instinct and go a3 here. I guess probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go knight e5, knight e2, and probably this will just be a draw. We'll go c4 at some point. We'll trade pawns, and it's gonna be a draw. It'll be like knight e5, knight e. Oh, I guess shouldn't say moves, but it's gonna be a draw. I'm pretty confident. I guess I'll pre-move king takes. I did not actually expect that, to be honest. I thought that was a mistake. I thought knight d5 was better. I'm actually wait, what? Can't I go knight d4? Wait, whoa, wait a second. Did Wesley just blunder? Wait, I think Wesley just blundered. Oh wait, he still has c5. It's actually still probably a draw. Unless I have some magic. Nah, it's actually still probably a draw. I thought he blundered for a second, but I can't take with the knights of e5, so I take with the pawn, and then this is just very drawish. Unless I can go maybe I can go e4 and try to play on. Kind of dangerous to try and play on here a little bit, but but I kind of want to. E4, D3. Yeah, let's just play on. I don't think I can lose this position, even if he gets F6, E5, so I always have knight H4, since he weakened the structure. So he gets F6, E5, my knight jumps because he can no longer push G6. So let's try. This probably doesn't work, but it looks interesting. It looks interesting enough. If he goes D3, I can play rook C1 and like rook C7 or rook C5. He does F6, which I didn't think was the right move somehow. I thought I have knight H4 here. Wait a second. Rook A1, rook C8, C7, knight H4, D2. He has G6. I guess he's just in time. Maybe I can even go here though. Bishop C2. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to go rook A1 here. When he goes D3, I go back, and he creates a long-term weakness on D3. Probably he'll go bishop B5. That's my guess. But I think I have some play. I think I definitely have some chances here now. It should still be a draw with perfect play, but I feel like I'm going to get chances to win this. I shouldn't really be able to lose, which is also important in terms of playing on. Because if there were chances to lose this game, then I probably would just take the safe route out. But I think here I can only draw or win. So we'll see. I'm definitely going to go rook A1. Question is, does he go bishop B5? I mean, D3, bishop B1, E5, like rook C1, rook C3, and takes looks very, very scary for black. Very scary. He does it. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see what he's going to do now. Because, like, this is kind of scary. I mean, I can go king E3 and even knight D2 and try to win this pawn. Little bit surprised at Wesley playing this, actually. Like, more than a little surprised. Very surprised. This looks legitimately scary for black now. He goes rook D7. Now, first I can go king E3, but I can also go, like, rook C1. Yeah, I think I go rook C1. I have rook C5. I have rook C3. Not so sure I understand the way Wesley's playing this. Okay, he goes G5, which makes a lot of sense. Now, I do have knight E1. Wait, knight E1? And then what? I think I just win the pawn. Am I blind here? Because rook D4, I have check and take. Yeah, I had a feeling that I was going to get winning chances, and now I think I am legitimately going to get winning chances. Very strange play by Wesley. Rook D4, I go rook C7, I take, and then I take D3. I mean, he's down on time as well, so everything is in my favor here. So if Wesley's going to draw this, he's going to have to be very, very precise now. I mean, I guess he has something like F5, maybe? F5 takes and E5 to go E4, but again, even this looks wrong. Even this looks really wrong. Wait. So takes E5, F3, knight D5. So yeah, so I get the so if I take, you want, okay, wait, take E5. E5, B5, bishop B7, F3 looks good. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take, of course. Oh, I did not expect that. Oh, that caught me by surprise. He wants knight D5 in an endgame. Okay, now that makes a lot of sense. But I do have rook C5 here to go B5. Wait a second. I have rook C5 to go B5. Still probably a draw, but question is, how do I get the best potential to win here? Knight D3 is a pretty decent move too. Very hard. Very, very hard to figure out what my move is. Knight D5. Takes, knight D5. No, but F4. Which endgame do I have the best winning chances in is what I'm trying to figure out. Rook E1, king. Okay, it's rook C5 or I take on D3. Bishop D3, trade, knight D5. Rook E1, king D6. That's not winning. So bishop D3 is just a draw. So knight D3 is the other option. Knight D3 takes, knight D3, knight D5, knight C5. Knight D3 takes. Knight D3 feels right, but knight D3, F4, rook C5 maybe. I'm gonna go with this one. I don't know if it's right, but what? Wait, what? Don't. Oh wait, no, he's got rook D. Wait, did Wesley just? Okay, I'm really confused by everything that's going on. takes. Wait, okay. Wesley's actually really confused me with his moves suddenly. I'm really confused. I feel like he's blundering. Just take. I'm just up a pawn in an endgame here. I mean, maybe black can still draw, but I mean, I am just up a pawn. The question is, okay, I think Wesley's just trying to be safe now. He's just trying to, let's go here, create the wooden shield, dominate the pony. It's just a wooden shield. Still gonna be very hard to win this though. Like very, very hard to win. Maybe I should have checked and gone rook h7. That was probably a better try to do that first. I feel like an idiot though for thinking for a minute on that last move. So I was like, I thought Wesley was trying to do something, and then he plays the wrong move instantly. It's very upsetting when that happens. Okay, it goes there. Wait, okay. C4 maybe. Wait. Rook c8 is also a move. Kind of like rook c8. I want to go after the h pawn basically. I have a feeling this is wrong though. Just instinctively, it feels slightly wrong. I feel like I've let Wesley get too much counterplay here. Have to be careful because of the time situation here. That's the biggest issue I have. But I think if I had like more time, I suspect this is technically winning. Idea is rook h8 here. I mean, I wanted to go rook h8, but I thought he could go king c5, and that's why I'm trying to play king d4 first to create a little wrinkle in the position. Again, this bishop dominates the knight, which is very, very important in this endgame. He goes there, so I mean, of course, I go here and take. I mean, this should be winning somehow, but let's go here. I'm trying to angle with rook h7, knight d3. I think king check. I think I misplayed this somehow. Although no, wait, I have rook a7. Which one? Rook g7 looks too risky. Yeah, I think I have to go here and take. This king is so passive that, I mean, I don't know if this is actually winning, but it feels really, really close to winning. So I take, of course. There. I mean, I can obviously check again. I can also go rook b5 maybe. Let's go here. I mean, the knight is kind of dominated. I'm dominating the knight here. Like, this looks very, very scary for black. Knight a2. Wow, what a move. Okay, I'll check him. I'll force the king back, of course. I think bishop f5 might be winning, just winning here, but I need to figure it out. A3, knight c1. Okay, let's see. Bishop f5 takes, king there. Rook e2. E2. 7, king e8. I think bishop f5's got to be winning, but I don't see the win. Okay, his knight's boxed in the corner. 3 knight c1, rook g3 maybe? No, that looks wrong. Bishop f5, knight c3 though. Let's go back. Maybe I play h3 and then g4. That maybe I just delay. I think that's actually how I do this. Yeah, I think I just delay with h3 and g4. Okay. This should be winning though. It feels like this is winning. I just have to find the right sequence to trap the knight in the corner. I have to be careful though because it's the wrong color bishop. Okay, wait. Now I go here. I don't know what knight a2 does. Wait a second. Okay, let's go. Go here. Ah, that was a bad move by me. Yikes. Terrible move. Wait, that was a terrible move. I still should be winning, but that was an awful, awful move. Okay, wait, but maybe I can trap the knight. Wait, king c4, knight c2. Go here. I have to be fast now. Maybe I just run the king in. Actually, this should be fine. I'll run the king in. How do I not have a... I guess I'm just gonna have to take and bring the king back. How's there no win? E8, rook c8. Oh, I have rook c2. No, wait, rook c2. He has knight d5 at the end. Shoot. I'll go here. I think I misplayed this. Rook there. Oh wait, no, I have rook h2 and bishop e6. Yes. Oh yes, I have rook h2. That's how. Yeah, I go here and bishop e6. I have 33 seconds, so I'm gonna have to actually probably be fast here. I'm gonna have to be really fast. He's gonna try to save it. There we go. 30 seconds. I should win this. Yes. Woo! Another win. There we go. Another win. Oh man, tough. Good. Everything looks good. All right, there we go. All right, black has Fabiano, same situation as before. Okay. Oh, is Fabiano gonna save something? Oh, Fabiano's gonna save his prep for he's gonna save his prep for tomorrow. He's not gonna play it. He's gonna save it. He's gonna save his prep for tomorrow. Probably really smart. All right, there we go. All right, quick draw, you guys. All right, we got a quick draw. Let's turn our chat back on. That's very nice. Now I get another 10-minute break before we get to play again. Thank you to Barbara's bet for the 600, the CTSG for the 14, Chub Tart for the 4 months, John Z for the gifted subs. Thank you so much, John Z. Thank you to Bassam R for the 13, El Ray D for the 7. Thank you so much to Crazy Man for the 11, Daniel N for the 10. Thank you to Anna Julie for the 2, Servant Fox for the 2, Anit Chess for the 22 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you to TeamGMHikaru for the Prime, Salami for Yamami for the Prime. Thank you to Annual Harhop for the tier 1, Tathy T Huang for the tier 1. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, round number 6. I guess let's go or not go. Okay, here we go. Stick to our routines, just the regular openings. Same old. Let's see, will he play d5? Will he play g6? Which structure? He goes c5. Interesting choice. I'll play here. He goes knight c6. I guess e3 must be the right approach now with d4. I could have played g3, done the double fianchetto, but I think when I played g3, queen c7, I just got absolutely hammered by Ding Loren. So I'm not going to do that again. Bishop f6 was also kind of an interesting move, but not a move that I really want to play there. So what he does here. I mean, queen c7 is obviously a move. E6 is a move. So many options for black here. A lot of options. Plays e6 logical, so I trade. Bishop e2 is obviously correct. I'm going to go c4, and then I have to figure out, do I want to play... If I want to play knight c3 or knight d2 is the big question. Goes c3, which I don't understand at all. I still just go c4. I mean, you can obviously check, but I'll just block with a bishop. Like, it's the exact same position, except we have one more move being played, so. Now, the question is, do I go knight c3 or knight d2? Both options are fine here. I'm going to go knight d2 and just castle. Keep it simple here. Nothing too crazy, too off the beaten path. Because knight c3, d4 can kind of get somewhat sharp. Just castle. If d4, I'll trade and go knight f3 or c5 maybe as well. And also trade on d5. Maybe I should just trade it right away, but so be it. Goes queen e7. Okay, logical. So trade. I mean, rook c1 is reasonable. Queen c2 is reasonable. I guess I'll play rook c1 here. Probably I'm going to play knight f3 next move, just my guess. Depends what he does, though. Yeah, he does this, which I don't actually love so much. My bishop should actually be on d3 here, so I feel kind of stupid. I mean, maybe I just go bishop b. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go here to go bishop c6. And if he plays rook c8, I just go queen e2 and keep this very, very flattish, very dry. Nothing very crazy here. Plays rook d8, which is interesting. I mean, I guess I'll just go queen e2 here. Because now d4 I take. I actually don't like rook d8 because I feel like I have bishop a6. I feel like I have bishop c6. I maybe don't like is too strong of a word, but I feel like the position's... I don't feel like black really can ever claim to be better here. And I thought he was trying to get something more advantageous than this. But we'll see. Whoa. See what he's going to do here. I mean, bishop c6, bishop a6 are ideas. Goes to e4, which I'm kind of surprised to see, to be quite honest. I'm actually very surprised by that move, because now I can go knight f1 and knight g3. I mean, I understand the idea that bishop a6 he can trade and go for some classic sack, but... Huh. Interesting choice. I actually don't like the way that Noterbreck is playing this, actually. I have to say, okay, I'm going to go here and trade. I really don't like the way Noterbreck is playing this. He's created this big weakness on d5 and an outpost on d4. This doesn't feel quite right. I'm sure a computer probably still says he's fine, but it feels a little bit iffy to me. So if he doesn't get to push this pawn, I'm not really sure how he's equal. Very strange choice to play bishop e5. I kind of wonder if he actually, if Noterbreck just forgot that I don't have to trade. Trades knight f1 d4 black's very much in the game. But the way that I did it here, I mean, I feel like white should just be better. If I get the knight to e2 and d4, I'm definitely better. He plays h5, logical. I do have knight g3 here. Wait, knight g3, I guess he's going to go g6 or something. I'm still very skeptical about this whole approach. This doesn't feel right to me instinctively, but I have to prove it still. I'm going to trade and go here. Because now if he trades, I'm fine. If he goes to a8, I mean, his bishop is stuck in the corner, and it doesn't really look right. I mean, h4, I go h3. If d4, I just trade and take a7. I mean, I should just be better here, unless I'm insane. Because knight g4, I have h3. Knight guards the h2 square. No mate threats. Seems somewhat suspicious to me. To my untrained eye, it feels like this could get really bad for black. See what he does here. Doesn't look good for black, though. Doesn't feel right. Goes rook d7. Very reasonable move. Okay, I guess I mean, h3 is obviously a move. Rook c6 makes a lot of sense here, too. I guess his idea is d4. So I have to find some way to prevent d4. And rook d4 doesn't look right. I really need somehow to get knight e2 h3 takes. And it's probably playable, but it doesn't look right. I'm just going to go h3 here. Create some lift for the king here. Pressure on a7 maybe long term. Again, we'll see if it's actually good or not. Maybe I should have just gone rook c8 right away, but I can't be in trouble here, so that's a good thing. I can only draw or win this game, and that's exactly what you want. That's exactly what I want here. Trying to force in d4. Wait, if I go rook c8 d4, I can just take with a pawn. Yeah, so I go here, force a trade of one set of rooks, Still can't go d4 because I just take rook d4 and then I take the rook. Take or take. Okay, now I have knight g3 maybe. Is rook c7, queen b. Knight g3 d4. Knight g3 d4 trade. Well, it's not quite working. Knight g3 d4. I feel like there's something here. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I feel like there's something here for me. Queen c5 does not look right. Although it's probably fine, but it doesn't feel right. I guess I'll still do it and go queen 8. But actually, I mean, I gave him some rook c2 here. Maybe this is not so smart by me, actually. But I can still take the pawn, I guess. I think I made a slight mistake. Yeah, he has rook c2, and I mean, it's a little bit unpleasant. Miss queen f5. Okay, now I'm gonna have to find some way to bail out here because I allowed this, which is just insane, absolutely insane by me to allow this. Queen e1 is probably enough to draw with knight g3. Should not have done this. Yeah, queen a7, queen b2 is also a problem. Well, I guess I have queen d4 there. Queen a7, queen f5, rook d2. Oh wait, no, maybe I just take. Queen f5, I do have rook d. Queen f5, I go rook d2, rook c1, queen a6, and I still hold. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was. And if queen b2, I think I have to go queen d4 and just force a draw, basically. Yeah, I have to go here. He takes, and it's probably just a draw. If rook f2 trade and rook a1, I mean, black can maybe play, but that feels a little bit scary with an outside pass pawn. And I really should never lose that endgame either. Also, if he takes and trade, I have rook d2. Two outside pawns. I mean, I just refuse to believe. Okay, so I think knight d2 is the only move. I mean, rook d2 is just I guess a safe draw. I'm gonna try to play on with knight d2, which maybe is right, maybe not. Rook d2, queen b3, trade, and queen e5 should be a pretty easy draw. It goes queen b2. Wait, that actually feels slightly off. Go here. Because if he goes knight d7, I can take on e4. If I get king e2 and rook b1, I mean, this outside pawn should play in the endgame. Probably still a draw, though. Goes knight e8. Question is, do I go king e1 or e2? Instinctively, I feel like the king should be on e1 to avoid a pin on the second rank. I can also play f3, I guess. Let's go here. Okay, I can never lose the game, so I can't ever lose. So that's the good news. Let's go here. I want to go rook a7 maybe to hit the knight. I have a trick lurking, by the way. I do have a trick. Can I? Oh, king d1. He's got knight c5. Ugh. I thought I could maybe trap the rook, but I can't. But I do have rook a. Wait. I do have rook a5 though, and I hit h5. Wait. It's still tricky. Wait a second. It's still tricky. Because now I hit the pawn, and now I have rook h5 too. Wait. How do I do this? If I take and play rook. Go here. I am gonna get winning chances now. I'm legitimately gonna get winning chances because now the knight can't jump, and if I win this pawn on e4, I'm gonna be up 2 pawns here. So I'll pre-move this because it's a safe capture. It's d3, but okay, that I don't understand. I just take. There's no mate, and if he goes to either square, I have rook c4, rook a4 here. Okay, wait a second. I think I should actually be winning if I play this correctly. If it goes knight c5, I expected that. Yes, how do I win this? Rook g4 to force the king over seems reasonable. I check king f6. My instinct is okay, king d1 takes. Okay, let's go check. Let's see what he does. I'm up so much time here that I really should just chill. Like, there's no way that I can't not. His idea is rook a2. My instinct is that I somehow have to force him to take the pawn. Rook here is rook a2. How do I force him to take the pawn? I think this is how I force him. Wait. I also have rook b4, but then rook a2. Yeah, rook c4 has got to be the right move, though. Because now I can trade and go rook f4. Should be winning. Should be winning. Because now I can go king d2 check and the rook guards the pawn. This is why I threw in the tickle check, so the king's not on g6 guarding the pawn. And I think after king d2 I'm winning. I mean, I assume somehow I can collect this pawn. If I can't collect the pawn, so be it. But it feels like eventually I should be able to collect the pawn and win a 4v2. So I go here. I mean, this should be winning somehow. Okay, so I think e4 is a pretty solid first step. And now I can play g3 to consolidate. I can also go rook f5 d5. I can also go rook f3 and just win the game. Actually, rook f3 just wins the game, I think, in a second. e5 also probably wins now, but do I want to do it is the question. Let me think for a second. I have 4 minutes, so it's a lot of time here. e5, king e6 takes, rook d4, rook b2, king f3 here, king f3, rook d2. Probably winning, but still kind of a little bit tricky. And I go king e3, king e5, rook e4. I mean, I think e5 is actually just winning. Yeah, let me trust my instincts here that e5 is winning. Okay, I take. Now I go here, and I go rook d4, and I just collect the pawn. And it's 3v1, and this is just cleanly winning. Yeah, I just go here next move, collect the pawn, and the game. So I have 3v1. It's all right. It's all right. Go here, collect the pawn. I mean, he has some king g5, but I mean, I just go h4, g3 even. Everything's just winning here. All right. I think he's just gonna probably run out of time or resign here. Just nothing he can really do. Just take. Yeah, he just resigns. Okay, we got the dub. All right. Minimize everything. Oh, let's go here. Okay, focus. See what Dubov wants to do here. Make Dubov show some hardcore prep. Okay, plays a4. I go here a6, of course. Okay, I'm back to even on time already, so it's all good. I guess I mean, I can pre-move it or not, but whatever. Plays this one, so yes, takes. Go here. Bishop f4 is obviously a move. I mean, c5 is obviously completely fine here. Plays knight c3. Now, I think bishop c6 is still okay, if I remember this line correctly. We'll go here. I don't actually know if I'm supposed to go to c6 or b7, but it's still a game. Already up on the clock as well, so I've erased the 40-second deficit, so this is all pretty good. Okay, knight e5, I just trade and go. I think knight e5 was the line, if I remember this correctly. Okay, he's thinking for a long time here. I have no coffee. Okay. Okay, plays knight a4. I'm trying to remember what the move was against this line. I think queen a5 is supposed to be fine here, but there are also other moves as well. Okay. Bishop d6 is kind of not quite the best move. Queen a5. I mean, I know queen a5 is a move here. The question is whether it's a good move or not a good move. You think bishop a7, queen c4 doesn't look quite right, but I can still play bishop d5, knight c6, and it's still probably okay. And also maybe take and play like queen b6, knight bd7. That's also probably completely fine, but I just want to think for a second. Take queen b6, queen c4, knight bd7. Queen a5 is also a move. Bishop b4 and knight d5 is also an option as well. Like bishop e5. Trying to remember how this line goes. Couple options here. Queen a5 is a move, but again, I feel like I'm thinking too long on this move, which is not very good. I'm thinking actually way too long on this move. d7, queen g4, f6 is fine. One bishop d5. No, he can't go rook d1. Takes. I'm gonna trust my I'm gonna trust my instinct on this one and hope this isn't a blunder. Again, actually, I'm way too low on time, so actually I kind of have to move immediately. I'm gonna go knight d5 and knight f4. Those are my next two moves. Here, because now I'm bishop b8, I have bishop a4. That's what I'm banking on in terms of an idea. So I feel like I might have made a blunder. Rook c8. There, bishop c5 is okay. Maybe not. No, it's not actually a blunder. For a second, I thought I made a blunder. I have queen d7 and rook c8. For a second, I thought I blundered because of e4, but it's not actually a blunder. I also have bishop b5 lurking too. I think this is okay, although I'm honestly not sure. I might be in some trouble if I'm not careful here. Goes rook c1. Okay, that's a logical move, I guess. I can always play f6 though. F6 and then e5. Queen b3 or something. Okay, so the question is, do I play f6 first or do I play bishop b5 first? Both moves are playable here. I think this must be the right first move. I could have also just dropped the bishop back, I suppose, but I mean, he has some queen d4 and e4 maybe, which could be kind of annoying. Thinking for a long time here. I think I'm okay here, but I could be missing something. It's entirely possible there's some tactic that I'm missing. Yeah, actually I realized he has a trick, right? F6 he's got knight d4. Maybe I should have played f6 first. I might have played the wrong move order in this line. Well, f5 is still completely fine, probably. This idea. I might have made a mistake here, actually. This might be a slight mistake. Maybe more than I might actually just be in trouble. Oh, this is actually unfortunate. There should be something here, though. It really feels like I should have some continuation that makes sense. Huh. Got knight d4 e6, and I feel pretty stupid about what I just did. Should have played. I mean, I just misplayed the order here. Very poor by me. This is unfortunate. Okay, let's see. Maybe I can still play on though. That's really the thing. Maybe I can play on. G6, and I actually just have no. I have rook f7 maybe. No, knight d4 doesn't. I don't even have anything there. Let me think. F6, knight d4, fe5, knight b5. Wait, f6, knight d4. Do I have some flick with h5 is what I'm trying to see. Maybe I just go here and take. Knight d4, fe5. Okay, if he plays knight e6 there, just play h5 and I'm fine. I mean, I think I have to do this. d5, queen d5, queen e2. I think I'm okay. I hope I'm okay here. I don't have to really have time to think though, so I kind of have to just go with it, and I'm gonna trust it here. Takes, king here, takes, queen e2 is probably enough for make a draw, although I honestly don't know if it is. Yeah, he goes there, so I mean, of course I take. It's a take, and then I take, and I mean, we'll see. Either I'm completely fine or I'm completely lost. One or the other, but we'll see. I guess I guess he has to take, kind of. He doesn't really have a choice. Queen e6, I just trade and then I move the knight away, and I mean, I can't really ever lose that. Plays knight e6, I think I have h5, and I'm completely fine. I also have knight e6, bishop e2 as well, which I'm completely fine in. So I think he has to take. Okay, if I go h5, queen c4, that's terrible. Can't play h5, knight f6 is no good. So I think I just have to, yeah, I think I have to pre-move it because I think it's a safe pre-move. I don't see anything else for him unless I'm just like outright blind, which is entirely possible, but I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. So I think I'm okay here. I think I'm saving this. It's very important that the bishop here also guards against a back rank checkmate. It's very important in this endgame. I think okay, wait, let me think again. Wait, if he takes okay, I just have no moves. I have to just take. There are no other options here for me. Now again, this is also 3-0. Keep that in mind, you guys. So because it's or not 3-0, 10-0, but with no increment, Dubov uses a touchpad, I believe, which is kind of insane. Really? Wow, he goes for this one. I thought this one was actually pretty safely a draw. I'm kind of actually surprised by this. Huh. Okay, let's see. I actually was pretty confident that this one should be a pretty easy draw. Maybe it's not though. I guess I go. Think about this. I'm actually somewhat surprised by this. I did not expect that. Oh, I should have probably thought more and then concluded with whatever my idea was here. The thing is, I have to keep the bishop pair on the board, which is not going to be easy to do. I think this must be the right. This feels like the right square, and then I just take because I think I have to keep the bishop pair on the board and get my king over. I'm gonna go e3, and I'm gonna try to bring the king up, I guess. This is scary though. I might lose this endgame. There is definitely a realistic chance that I could lose this. Go here. I'm gonna put the bishops on d6 and d7. That's the way that I play this. Probably I should put the pawns on the dark square too. Definitely worse. It's just a question of how much worse am I? Am I like losing worse or just a little bit worse? I think I'm only a little bit worse objectively here with the two bishops. Okay, it goes there. Now I can go to c6, which is kind of interesting, or d7. I don't actually know which one's right. I guess I'll go to d7 just because I'm going to assume that the bishop's a little bit loose on c6. Let's go here. And now I guard everything. If he pushes b4, I mean, I can just go like h6 and g5 even. I don't really see how he's going to get the pawn forward. I even have knight d5 here. Wait, what? Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, he goes b4. What is his actual next move, though? Okay, if I go knight d5, he has rook h4. And I can take and play the 4v2 now. That should also be a draw, probably. But I don't actually like it that much. I don't like it at all, kind of. Time is getting balanced out here. Probably I should go for the safe out, which is knight d5. That's probably the safest way to play it, but I kind of don't want to do that. Yeah, I think I just take the safe out. I just have to take the safe draw here. And maybe safe is too strong way of putting it, but this should be a draw. Okay, it's rook h4, and I take the pawn. Takes, and I go like king f7. Oh, I should take him with the bishop. I took with the wrong piece. I meant to take with the bishop, and then I took with the knight, which was a huge mistake. I meant to take with the bishop, and then go knight f6. Very poor. If I go here, I have knight f6, I guess. Very poor by me. I go here, consolidate the position. I mean, this should just be a draw. I don't really see how I can lose this now. I mean, I'll offer him a draw. I mean, I don't know if he's going to take it or not, but okay. He wants to play on, so let's just go here. Here, I'm going to go knight f6 next to him. You can check. I take. Again, I don't really see how white can win this. I offered him a draw, though, so... I mean, I offered him the draw already, and he declined, so I don't really feel like I should offer him another draw. I should probably try to flag him now. I mean, he can obviously take the draw at any time, I guess, with just checks, but... Go here. Okay. I gotta go e4. I have bishop g4, bishop f3. I mean, this is not actually great for white. I think if Dubov's smart, he makes a draw soon. Because, like, now, I mean, now there's some chance that I'm going to try to win. A bishop f3 here. I mean, there's some chance that he could get flagged. Okay, I don't really see what that does. I mean, obviously just go bishop f3. Oh, he's got bishop c4, which I forgot about. Okay, whoops. Gotta be careful still. Don't really see why that should concern me that much. Just have to find some moves, but I've actually misplayed this kind of. guess I'm gonna go g6. I think it's a bad move, but I don't see a reason why it's bad. Okay, it goes there. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna put the knight on e5. Or did I just blunder? I think I just blundered. Shoot, I just made a big blunder. Oh, very poor. Very, very poor by me. Okay, now I have to so poor. I guess I'll go. I have to find a move though. Here. So bad. Just so bad by me. And now I just blundered this too. What am I doing? Just getting horribly careless for no reason. I just basically lost my mind. I just lost my mind for no reason there. He's got f3 and I just resign. I mean, I just got careless for one move. So bad. This was just an easy draw, and then I just lost my mind. Oh wait, I have a trick with knight e5 back maybe or something. Why did I even do that? Okay, is this actually losing? Yeah, I guess this is just losing. Yeah, I just threw this. I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna resign. I'm not even gonna try. I threw that. That was so bad. This was just an easy draw and I threw it. I mean, I deserve to lose that. I mean, there's no reason here. If I leave the pawn on e5, I just draw this game and I keep the flag potential. e4 was terrible. I'm very upset at myself for that. g6 was like, I even told myself g6 was a bad move and then I even played it. Like, I mean, there's just no need for any of this. Ugh, garbage. Well, I guess it's better to throw that in today than tomorrow, but I'm pretty upset at myself for that. Yeah, I'm pretty mad at myself because that was just an easy draw and I just threw it. No, I mean, just horrible. Like even here, I just keep the pawn. I just go here, just shuffle forever, and it's a draw. Yeah, no, I mean, I missed a fork. No, I lose because he has h6. No, I mean, luckily I should still qualify, but I'm pretty mad at myself because that was just like a situation where I started to think that I was gonna flag him, and I just got too aggressive for no reason. Like already here, I still had plenty of time, and I should have slowed it down. Yeah. The fork gives up a promotion. He's h6. Yeah, I'm still first, but I'm mad at myself because of what I did there. Like I was in some trouble early, and then I had stabilized, and like right here, I should just wait, king g8, f8, make the draw, don't do anything stupid. And instead, I really wanted to win the game, and I overpushed it. Yeah, no, I overpushed it. Didn't I have a rook fork? Yeah, but the rook fork doesn't win at the end. If I go for the rook fork, he has a beautiful move h6, h7, and it just wins for white. Yeah. No, hg6, I can go king e6, and maybe it's losing, but there are chances, but he goes h6. Yeah, no, I mean, that was on me. I mean, I completely threw that for no reason. Like, already here, like what was... I even told myself g6 was a bad move, and I'm like, I'm gonna play it anyway. Yeah, I told myself, you guys heard that. I'm like, I'm not gonna play it. It's like, it feels bad, I probably shouldn't do it, and then I did it anyway. And I suspect that it's the move that cost me the game. Or maybe I still have bishop e7 to draw, but yeah. Very, very poor. Very, very poor. And already here still, I mean, I'm losing, but maybe there's some way that I can even just still play. Like, I don't know if it's like bishop e7 maybe, knight e5. But yeah, the whole thing was just awful. It's fine, still tied first. Yeah, I mean, I'll still qualify, but I'm upset at myself for that. Because it's not, I mean, I should have played better. Or not played better, but I should have just made the draw instead of starting to think that, okay, I'm going to flag him and win the game and lose objectivity. But it's okay. All right, round 7 or round 8. I guess actually no, I'll still qualify, so I shouldn't beat myself up too much for that. But yeah, mate and 13 for Nepo. Okay, we're playing Billy Kimba. Who is this? I want to have some idea. Is this Matlikov? It is. I mean, the problem is, do I try to win or not? I'm gonna go for the self implosion and try to win the game, which is pretty poor too. Let me close this. Let me turn on the second cam, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the implode. Why am I doing this? Actually, I'm gonna try to like win this game. Even though I know he'd be happy with a draw. Actually, you know what? Let's just get it out of the way. Let's just get it out of the way and offer him a draw. Let's just get it out of the way. Yeah, let's just get it out of the way and qualify for tomorrow. Let's not be an idiot after the last game. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not the time to be an idiot. Minimize everything. Go here. Okay, let's keep going with B3. Keep it simple here. And play bishop B2, D4. Or you're gonna get the same line here. Okay, Fabiano draws quickly, not surprising. Fabiano and Wesley, I guess, draw. Not surprising at all. Okay, plays A5, interesting. So I have A4. I think I'm just going to play A4 again anyway, because I think he still has to go knight D7 at some point to trade knights. And it's not too different from my game against the VD earlier in the tournament. So he plays that knight, interesting. Now I can play E4. It's a little bit sketchy doing this. But no, I should play E4. I should trust my instinct here. And if bishop F6, I think I'm going to go D4. Oh, he goes C6. I did not expect that. Okay, I guess I'll go here. So yeah, Wesley and Fabiano draw quickly. They get to their scores. I mean, I guess I play to win here because I have nothing to lose. On the flip side, playing to win here is a little bit risky because I could also open the door for Levon to qualify if I win this game. So it's a question of, do I think Levon is a better qualifier? Do I think Jeffrey is more dangerous than Levon or not? Like, that's actually, does getting white in the 10-0 games matter more than playing Levon? Does having white every game matter more than playing Levon? It's actually a very interesting question. I don't actually know the answer. Really not sure, actually. It's a very interesting question. I think I'm going to play not C4. D4 is obviously a decent move here. I don't know if it's a good move. I'm going to go D4. I have knight F6. I'm going to go E5 and C4. I'm just going to try to take the whole center here. I don't know if this is a good idea, but yeah, go E5. I'm going to go C4, and the show goes on, and we'll see what happens. Not 100% sure this is a good decision, but I figure, you know what? I'm going to go on the assumption that if I win this game and finish first, that having white in every game is worth more than opening the door for Levon or Hans to qualify. I really don't know if that's the right choice, but it's what I'm going to do, because like Jeffrey right now is on 5.5. Jeffrey draws this game, he's into the top 8. We'll see. This might be a mistake. We'll see if it's a mistake, the fact that I'm playing on. Especially if I win the game, we'll find out tomorrow if it's a mistake or not, but I go here, and probably I'm gonna go knight F1 or knight F3. Goes knight B6, which I don't understand at all. That looks kind of weird. I'm gonna go knight E3. I don't actually like the way Jeffrey's playing this. This doesn't feel quite right. I go here, takes C5, D5. I remember I put the knight on E3 against Pistol Peter when we played our SEC match. Now I always have C5 and knight C2. Is it really good or not? I mean, I have tons of space here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to take the space and go knight c2. You can trade the bishop for the knight, but I mean, I just got so much space. And he only has b6, f6 breaks, and both those breaks are very brittle because they create weaknesses on these two c6 and e6 pawns if he pushes either one. I don't know. My instinct is that this is actually quite bad for black. Just my instinct. I guess I'll pre-move it in case he takes, because also my queen and my rook will then be targeting both pawns. So that, like, either break, I'm targeting. Okay, but now I go here. I also realize b6 is not actually a problem here. Let's go here, guard the pawn. He can play b6, but I think I'm actually just going to let him trade. And I'm just going to go bishop f1 and reroute. This looks pretty scary in my opinion here. I don't know how bad this really is for black, but like once I get bishop d4 in, I mean, this does not look fun at all. Maybe he's gonna sack. Maybe he's just gonna sack. But again, I'm not really buying what he's selling here. And once I get bishop d4, I mean, this just looks deadly. Let's see what he does. I mean, he can try f6 maybe. But again, I mean, this e6 pawn is super brittle. His idea is to play f6, I guess. So, question is, do I go bishop d4 and f4, or how do I play this? I mean, h4 and bishop h3 looks logical. I think f4 has got to be a decent move. Bishop h3 makes a lot of sense too, though. I'm gonna go here and target the pawn, just like this. Probably is gonna go rook e8, and I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna consolidate the pawns and play rook e2 next move. Because if he can't play f6, I mean, he's in really bad shape. He might just be lost. He goes queen g5, which I really don't like. I really don't like that move by Jeffrey. I mean, I understand the point of what he's trying to do, but okay, I guess I go f4. Why not? I mean, it seems like the obvious choice. His bishop on b4 and his knight on d7 are both very bad here. I don't like this position at all for black. This feels very bad. He goes queen h5, which I also don't really understand. I mean, I guess his idea is just to play f6, although, again, I don't have to even allow it. I can just go king g2. And then I can also... Oh, I could have just played g4 right away. I should have played g4 right away, probably. But anyway, he goes king h8. Thing is, how do I do this? I can play rook e2 here. I mean, g4 is always a big threat here. Queen d3 is also interesting. Rook e2, though, looks like 2. I mean, he's gonna try to force f6 in sooner or later, so I do have to find some way to meet that. I think king g2 was just a terrible move by me, objectively. Doesn't feel like it was the right choice. I think maybe I should just bail out here with queen f3 and just stabilize. Or queen e2 is also... No. This isn't how I was supposed to play this. I'm not supposed to trade the queen. Takes knight f6. I've definitely misplayed this. Can't move the king. Let's go here. King g2 was such a bad... Why did I go king g2? I should just move the bishop. What was king... Or even play g4. Like, anything except what I did. Like, king g2 was such a bad move by me. But the game goes on. I mean, of course, Jeffrey probably thinks he's still worse, which I think he is a little bit worse. But he has decent chance. Now, rook b8. What does rook b8 do? If I move my king... Oh, I just blundered the bishop. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just hung the bishop. Oh my god. I mean, ridiculous. I mean, I just hung the bishop. And now I can't even go rook a1 because he has queen f1. Like, Oh my gosh. And I probably just lose this game now too. Lovely. I mean, I unbelievable also that like I make it blunder, he misses the free bishop, and then like and I don't think I have any. G4 is the only move I have, but I'm obviously still just losing. I mean, I'm just lost here. There's nothing I can really do. Okay, I'm still gonna qualify, I guess, but that's very, very poor by me. What a tragedy. I mean, I guess it's good that like I'm still gonna qualify, but that's such a shame. This leaves a really bad taste in my mouth. Guess I just do something and hope. I mean, I guess he has to go here, right? Because I still G5. I still maybe. Wait, no, not. I guess I have to go here. It's unbelievable. This rook b4. Okay, gives me some f5 trick or something. I mean, obviously it's just lost, but geez. So frustrating. At least I have a good tiebreaker, I guess, but geez. Yeah. Although by me losing this game, I think I kind of inadvertently, I think I screw Levon kind of hard here with this. Yeah, it's just yeah, I just hung the piece. That's really a shame, but yeah, that's okay. That's how it goes. All right. Yeah, very disappointing. Hung a piece. See what the standings are. If I don't qualify, that'll be a real tragedy. Okay, I'm still 4th on tiebreak, so I'll qualify, but yeah, really poor. But by losing that game, I really in the end I end up screwing Levon and actually it's Levon, Dubov and Hans. They have no chance to qualify now, I think. Yeah, by losing that game. Because I had the best tiebreak of everybody on 6, so yeah. Very poor, but yeah. Anyway, it's what it is, that's how it goes. Not a big deal. My hair looks like Bishop. Shake it off. Yeah, no, I'm completely fine. I mean, I'm very lucky though. Very, very lucky.